Okay, so we're going to start just seated. So grab your chair. Excuse me. Here you go. And you guys can see me okay. Let's just start with a little grounding, a little breath work. Okay, so just sit somewhere comfortable in the chair where your spine can be long. So I'm kind of towards the front of my chair. And feel your feet on the ground. So oftentimes just feeling our feet on the ground, either standing or sitting, can be a sense of dropping in, of groundedness for us. So just kind of sense, just start to close your eyes. Feel the feet on the floor. Start to feel a little weight in the body. Dropping into the pelvis. Feel the pelvis and how it rests on the chair. And can you just feel even a little more weight there? And as we drop downwards and feel grounded through our legs and our pelvis, gently feel the sense of length upwards. You can think of lengthening up through the top of the ears. And just a little bit, let's all roll our shoulders up, back, and then down and feel, let them stay there. So there's this little bit of weight under the shoulders and your chest becomes wide. And then you're going to place one hand on the low belly and one hand on your chest. And we're going to breathe from low to high. Okay, so the breath is going to start low in the belly. So you'll start to breathe into the belly. Let that breath fill up all the way to your upper hand. And maybe there's a little pause at the top there. And then exhale all the breath out. Belly will draw back, chest will soften in, but keep the chest open. And then we do it again. We inhale, belly, rising that breath all the way up to your hand. Can you feel the breath move up into your hand? And then we exhale all the way out. And I'm inhaling and exhaling out the nose, and I invite you to do the same. So inhale, belly, all the way up into that hand. Maybe a little pause there on the end of that inhale to suspend the breath, and then exhale all the way out. Deepening the belly a little more active this time when you exhale. Do 2 more on your own timing and really start to exaggerate both of these, the inhale and the exhale. Think of the breath, think that you're filling up like a cylinder, like your torso was a cylinder. So there's all this full cylinder space to fill up. And then when you exhale, you wrap, everything comes inward towards the spine. Let's just do 1 more. On your own timing, find your breath. And then just bring your hands onto your legs, open your eyes. We're gonna blink our eyes about 20 times. So if you spend, here's a little tip, if you spend a lot of time on the computer, what screens do is they actually inhibit blinking, which makes our eyes get super tired and then the rest of the body gets tired. So a little tip is if you feel during the day, you're getting tired, every 20 minutes ideally, you can do a little blinking. So we're gonna do that here. So you're just gonna blink the eyes about 20 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then open the face, let your eyebrows lift, let your eyes look really big. And then just relax. Good, let's tap the chest. It's gonna wake up our nervous system, wake up the body through tapping. So we just tap all along the chest where we were just breathing. Maybe you're already starting to feel a little more embodied, a little more awake. All under the collarbones. Tapping also helps our lymph system, and so does breathing. And then tap the belly. Let's go circles around the belly. Our organs. Vagus nerve innervates down into the belly. Let's circle, tap the other way. Good, and do a little brushing. Let's brush down that right arm. Just go ahead and brush down the right arm all the way to your fingertips, as if you could just brush off tension out of the neck, out of the shoulder. And then flip your palm, let's go up. Up the body. Bringing in anything new and anything good that you'd like. You can kind of think about it that way. Okay, and then let's go the other side. Brushing off tension out of your neck and shoulders, and also bringing awareness through touch to our arm. to the body. And then you're going to flip the palm. Let's bring it back in. Going up, following the line, up to the heart. Okay, and then just release the arms. Give a little shake downward, shake out the arms. We're going to go to our feet, but let's do a test. Let's just, everyone stand up onto your feet and just notice what you notice. So just kind of feel the ground, feel the feet, take a little assessment for yourself, what that feels like. And then we're going to sit back down. Take your right foot, we're going to cross it over the left leg. And we're going to work on a little bit of mobilization for our feet. So I'm going to cut my hand, I'm going to hold on to my heel. I'm going to cut my other hand, I'm going to hold on to the upper foot, okay? So the top of underneath those toes here. I'm going to just take this motion from the heel first. So I'm going to try to move my heel bone a little forward and back, and you might notice it doesn't move very much. But we're going to try it. I'm pushing down and up. So I'm giving my heel a little bit of mobility, okay? Moving it forward and back. Let's do a few more. We want to try to get this heel to start to move a little bit. Getting mobility in our feet, super important. And then go ahead and rest that. Now we're going to mobilize the upper part of our foot. So this is a little bit of a rotation. So I'm rotating big toe in, and then I'm rotating big toe out. Or you can think pinky toe rolls up, pinky toe rolls in and up. I like to think big toe might be easier. So big toe down, big toe back. And see if you can get a little bit of rotation in this upper foot, okay? A couple more times. The feet kind of are the key to kind of everything else in the body as far as feeling good goes. A couple more times here. And then come to center. Let's grab our big toe and just pull it away from us. So we do a little traction for the feet. So pull the big toe away and give it a little wiggle. And then find the next toe, pull it forward, little wiggle. And then that third toe, pull forward, a little wiggle. Fourth toe, pull forward, a little wiggle. Last toe, pull, a little wiggle. Take your hands, interlace between your fingers between your toes. See if you can get them in there between the toes. Now, you may not make it too far, but you make it all the way to the base. It's very sensational. And then once you're there, you're going to kind of cup your foot and do a little turn forward and back. So here I'm folding and opening the foot. Two more times here. Good, and then come back to center. Let's pull our fingers out by tractioning those toes long, and then we release. And then take your heel, and I want you to shake your foot. Just shake it. See if you can get that foot to relax. Our feet actually hold a lot of tension. Can I actually shake my foot? It's kind of hard. All right, and then uncross the feet. Put both feet on the ground, stand back up, and just take a little assessment for yourself. What does it feel on that side of the body? Any change? Maybe, maybe not. For me, I feel the ground more, and I feel like my hip dropped. And then sit back down. Let's go ahead and take the other side. So I'm cupping my hand, holding onto my heel, grab onto my upper foot, cup my other hand. And we just start with that heel mobilization. And again, it might feel a little stiff, but we're going to try it anyway, right? We're going to pull up and down. We want to try to create motion, a little bit of lubrication here, even in this heel joint. Pushing down, pulling up. A few more. Notice if this side's different than the other side. So does it feel tighter, looser? Okay. And then find center and take your upper foot, and you're going to do a little twist with the upper foot. Turn big toe down, turn big toe up. Doing a little twist. Kind of got to get in there. Use your arms, use your hands. Two more times. On this side, I get a little more twist on this foot than I did on the other side. Okay, come back to center. Grab your big toe, pull it away from you. Pull it out, give a little wiggle. And then second toe, pull, little wiggle. Third toe, pull, a little wiggle. Fourth toe, pull, a little wiggle. Last toe, pull, 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 little wiggle. Take your hand, your fingers interlace between your feet. Your fingers become like little foot spacers. Try to get them in there. One foot might be a little more stiff than the other, might be tighter. Try to get your fingers down. And then you're going to do a little folding. So I'm going to fold forward and back. Little mobilization here for the foot. Folding forward and back. Okay, a couple more times. And then let's go ahead and come back to neutral. As you slide your fingers out, you're lengthening those toes until you release. Grab your heel. Can you shake your foot? This side's harder for me, but we're going to try to shake our foot. Get a little mobility here. When I shake it, might need both hands. Good. Put the foot down. Both feet on the ground. Stand up and just see how that feels on your feet. And then we're going to take a little walk around our room. So make sure you're not going to trip over anything, but we're going to take a little walk to start to roll through your foot as you walk around the room. Walk around your space, feeling your feet. Start to feel like your big toe pushes you forward as you walk. So that big toe in the back pushes you forward. Feel the back of the foot that roll off that big toe as you walk, pushing the floor away. A couple more times. Walking around the space. Eventually coming back towards the center. You want to have your chair nearby, just for balance purposes. You can have it. We're going to go ahead and find both feet on the ground. Body is long, and we're going to practice a little sway, which wakes up our balance system, the vestibular system. So I'm nice and tall. Feel those feet, because I want this motion to actually be from my feet. I'm going to take my body and find your one piece. I'm going to shift it a little forward. And I'm going to shift a little back. Now I'd like everyone to find something in front of you to gaze at. So find a focus point for your eyes and then sway. And we can also imagine that there is a pole on our back. So we stay nice and long and we just shift forward and we shift back. Eyes on your target. Few more. Notice if the eyes are getting tired. Can you relax your body on top of your feet? Find your breath. Woo, if you go too far, you might fall, like me. Try to keep the feet on the ground. And then let's all see if you can close your eyes. If you need to hold on to the chair with one finger, you can. And continue to sway with eyes closed. Dropping down onto your feet. Feel the floor beneath you. Feel the breath. A couple more times. One more time. Good. Come back to center. Open the eyes. Soften your knees. We'll stay with this narrower stance today. And we're going to go into some pelvic rocks or sacral rocks. So my pelvis is going to curl under. And I want to think of really curling from like where my sits bones are. And then I let my sits bones go up and back. Sits bones go under, sits bones go up and back. So mobilizing the low back, the rest of your body stays nice and tall. And what happens here is as I do this, I might even get a little low ab work. I can really work low. A couple more, we're creating mobility through our spine. We're gonna work through the spine. We're starting with the pelvis. Rolling under and back. 2 more times. Okay, find neutral. We're going to move up to your thoracic spine. So now we're going to make sure the pelvis stays long. Let's take one fist into the front of our sternum and the other hand on top. And the fist is like going to represent like it's a ball or something that's sitting in the middle of your chest. My lower back's not going to move, but I'm going to sink my fist into my chest, which is going to create my thoracic spine, my upper back to go back. And then I'm going to push my upper back, my mid back into my hand and I lift up. Exhale, sink the spine back. I mobilize this upper back. Inhale, the spine moves forward and up. Woo, a couple more. Sink, round over your hands maybe a little bit, but keep those ribs going back. And then forward with the spine. Can you feel your mid-back working? A couple more. Let's see if we can get some mobility there. Release those shoulders. This is often a stiff area for a lot of us, so we're going to spend a little time here. Yeah, beautiful. Really imagining you're moving from where your hands are. See if you can move from where your hands are. Not imagine it, but do it. And then forward, forward, forward. Okay, let's stay forward and give me a little side to side. So my spine is forward. I'm going to do a little side to side with my ribs. Good. Come back to center. Sink back. Can we go a little side to side here? It's a little harder for me. So you're sinking back and you're seeing, can I go a little side to side? Like there was a tree back there and your upper back was itching and you're just rubbing it along that tree. And then come back to center, nice and tall. Stand tall. And we have our, go ahead, take one hand and rub your neck. Find the back of your neck, our cervical spine. 7 vertebrae here. Maybe tapping, the neck likes tapping. So we tap the neck, the back of the neck. Okay, and then leave your hand down, but remember that sensation. This is where we want to move from. So the rest of my body stays still. I'm going to now mobilize my cervical spine. So I'm going to slide my face forward, which creates the spine goes in. And then I'm going to bring my neck back. My chin goes to a little chin tuck, and I take the back of my neck back. So slide forward and slide back. Slide like you were sliding on a little shelf. And then you change your mind, you slide back, or you're looking looking over, and then you decide you don't like what you see, so you come back. One more time. Slide forward, peer over. Nope. And then slide back. Good. Rest. Long spine. We're going to go to a roll down. I'll go side so you can see. So we're going to move the whole spine now sequentially. So my head's going to go first. I'm going to chin tuck. Shoulders roll, and then here's that movement of my thoracic spine. It goes up and back as I round forward. Just my upper back's going up and back. Keep the abdominal lift a little bit longer here. So keep that rolling through your upper back, and then eventually you'll let your pelvis tilt up and back. And you'll hang forward. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Hanging towards the ground. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Let your head hang, let your shoulders drop, find your feet. Inhale, pelvis. Exhale, tailbone goes towards your heels. Pubic bone lifts up the front. It's that pelvic tilt that we just worked on. We're going to curl all the way up through the upper back. Shoulders arrive, head draws back, and we're nice and tall. Inhale. We do it again. Exhale, chin tuck. Upper back lifts up and back. Mid back lifts up and back. Shoulders relax. Belly is scooping out, hollowing out the belly. All the way down till the tailbone lifts. Hanging towards the ground. Let your ragdoll head, ragdoll arms. Soften the knees as you need to. Shake the head no. Shake the head yes. Inhale. And exhale, find your feet and then roll up. Pelvis, tailbone down the back, pubic bone up the front. All the way tall. We have one more. Inhale. Feel the inhale, lift, and then start your exhale, chin tuck. Melt forward. Feeling your spine round to come down. Let your head go. Let your shoulders go all the way down. Once you're here, just hang, soften the knees if you need to. A little head nod, no. A little head nod, yes. Inhale, soften the knees, and exhale, roll it up. All the way tall. Bring the arms forward. We're going to do a little rotation work. So we're going to slide your right hand. It's going to slide along the inside of your left arm across your chest. You're going to follow it with your eyes and you're open. Ayana. And then come back. Sorry, dog barking. And do it again. We slide, same side, slide along the inside of that left arm across your chest. Feel like you're pulling the tissue wide and then stretch. And then come back. I'll go from the side. So I'm sliding inside my inner arm. I open. I'm going to follow and with my eyes, and I end up in a big T, and then I come back. Yes, that's it. Good. We'll do one more. We slide and we open and come back. Other side. So let's slide now along the inside of our right arm, across our chest, opening out to your big T, look towards your hand, and then close. Beautiful. And again, sliding and back. And sliding and back. One more time, we slide, we open, and come back. Good. Let's go ahead and separate the hands, thumbs face up, reach up to the sky. We're going to find our back bodies a little bit. Then you're going to start to turn your palms to face forward. We squeeze the elbows down and back. Find your shoulder blades. So my elbows come close to my sides. Look how close they are. I'm squeezing down and back to find my upper back muscles. So think of those elbows coming into your spine. And then you're going to push forward. Shoulders go wide now on my back. Turn the thumbs face up, thumbs up, and then up to the sky, reach. Find your back, bend elbows back and down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Push forward, shoulder blades wide. Thumbs up and reach up. We'll do two more. Bend elbows back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Feel the chest open. Push forward, scapula go wide. And reach up. Last one, elbows down and back. Squeeze shoulder blades. Push forward, shoulder blades wide. Thumbs up, reach up. Good. And then just let the arms come down. Palms face your the sides of your body. And then turn palms up, go up. Palms come down, go to the sides. Palms face up, lift up. And palms, Ayana, honey, and up. And palms down, thank you. And palms up. One more time, palms down. Hopefully feeling our arms, palms up, and then palms come down. Keep them by your side. Start to reach your right fingertips down the side of the body into a side bend. And pull yourself back up. Other fingers slide down the side of your leg. You'll feel how one side of the waistline starts to work, the other side stretches. And pull yourself up. Reach your fingertips, slide them down, down, down. Notice how that side work happens in the waistline. And then pull yourself back up. Two more. We slide the fingers down, feel the waistline. Find that side bend of our spine, so important. Pull yourself up. Woo. One more time, slide. Feel how one side gets shorter, one side gets longer. And pull up. Last one, slide over. And pull up. Good, feet a little wider. Soften the knees. Tailbone goes slightly under. I'm gonna take my right, this is your left. You're gonna take your left hand, palm towards me to start. And I'm gonna go across the body towards the right. And then I pull my elbow back, and it's gonna take me into a little rotation towards the left. I'm gonna push across to the diagonal, and I'm gonna pull, and it brings me back. And push. And pull. Elbow pulls, shoulder pulls back. Push. I have shoulder, elbow, pull. Two more. Push on the diagonal and pull. Feel your core working. Last time, push. Stay here in the push. Let's push for a moment. And I'm going to round. I'm going to curl my pelvis under me. And I'm going to round a little bit forward here. So I'm curling forward, just rounding and pushing. And then let that go. Elbow back. Rotate the opposite way. and then back to center. Woo, okay, other hand, working a little cross rotation, super important for just overall function and movement, okay? So nice grounded legs, little bend to the knees, flex your right hand, push to the left in a diagonal, and really feel like you are pushing something. And notice how the rotation, the torso rotates. And I'm gonna pull, elbow pulls back, and that pulls my chest with me. Exhale, push, abdominals have to work because I'm pushing something. And then I pull elbow back, rotate, and push. Let's exhale as we push. Inhale as we pull. Exhale as we push. Inhale as we pull. 2 more. Exhale, push. Yes, that's beautiful. That's it. Inhale, pull. This time we're going to exhale, push. We stay in the push. And then we're going to curl under our pelvis under us. We're going to round over a little bit forward and over our belly button. Just a little bit. Feel your core really work. And then let it go. Pull back and rotate away. And then back to center. Woo, okay, I'm warmer. Did you guys get a little warm during that? A little bit, yeah. Good. I was to get some big movement in the body. We're going to do some squats. We have 2 different types of squats, and then we'll get to the mat. But these are kind of fun. At least I think they're fun. You will too eventually. So you're gonna. We won't do them on the chair today like we have in the past. We're gonna have the feet a little bit externally rotated, and it's not too far. I'm not too wide for right now. Now here's the deal. If you know you have knee sensitivities, you just make it a little smaller. If squats do not work for you, I don't know that if that's true for you or not, but if they don't, you can do a little hip hinge instead, okay? So that's an alternative for a squat. So bring your hands forward, and I'm gonna just sink my butt back, and I go down any amount that feels like, okay, I'm gonna squat. And then I come back up. But it's not a super wide squat, right? It's more of like a funk. If my heels need to come up, that's okay here too. Let's just go down, see what we got. Beautiful, and then come up. Nice, and down. And up. 2 more, and down. And up. It's cold, so we got these big body motions to warm our whole body up. Down, and up. Okay, we're gonna turn the feet back to parallel. Toes actually tiny bit, slightly, they go in just a little bit. I'm gonna go from 2 directions. I'm gonna show you this one. So my knees are gonna go in. So this is really strange, right? My knees are gonna go in, my butt's gonna go back. You might feel a stretch along the back of the hip, and then I come up to neutral. I'll go from the side. So my knees go in, my butt still goes back. This is considered an athletic squat. So in sports, we actually, if I want to move, my knees actually go in so that I can go away. So we're just practicing our athletic squat. So we're going to go down, knees go in, pelvis goes back. Kind of feels good. And then back up. 3 more. And again, the same thing. You just go small. Now pause for a second. Let's think about our feet. We'll do a couple more, but we're going to think about, let's think about as if you could lift your arch. So look down, just see, can I pull the arches of my feet a little bit up? Now see if you can keep the arches of the feet pulled up, go into a little squat. Same thing. Woo, that's a little different. And then come back. Find those feet, and then knees in, butt back, make sure the butt goes back. And then come up, just 1 more like this. Keep those arches lifted, knees go in, butt goes back. Woo, and then come up. Good, rest. Bring your feet back together. We're gonna do a knee circle to work out our knees. So take your right leg forward. My left leg is back, my left leg is straight. Pelvis stays still. Let's work the shin. So my shin, my knee goes forward. It comes in all the way straight and around. 1. My pelvis doesn't go with, it stays pretty still. And I'm trying to get a nice circular motion in the lower leg. Just 1 more this direction. My foot is also staying on the ground. Let's go the other way. Go in, forward, out, and straight. We got it? I think we got it. Yes, and it's easy. Everything else wants to kind of move, so we have to keep that pelvic stability as we find the mobility in the lower leg. Super good if you guys love to walk or run to open up these knees, okay? And then rest. Come back to center. Let's try the other side. So other side, we're in a staggered lunge. Body stays, pelvis stays stable. Focus on that lower part of your leg. The knee goes forward. It goes in all the way straight and around. 2. Again, my pelvis stays still. 3. 1 more. Go the other way. In, around, and straight. In. See if you can map it out. Map out that movement. It might notice which areas are tight. Oftentimes it's that outer part of the circle. So you can make it small, but make sure you get a little bit of it in. You want that movement where we don't have movement. One more time. All right, beautiful. Come back to center. All right, let's make our way to the mat, shall we? Let's go down and do some core work. So we're going to start laying down on the backs. Let's move my chair out of the way here. Okay. So you can see me. Okay, perfect. So let's come down to the floor. Take your time getting down here. If you need a blanket or anything for underneath the neck, you can grab a pillow or a blanket. This is fine. And just laying long ways on your back. And the first thing we do is we just feel like we could stretch our spines out long. So you have that pelvis under you. Go ahead, take your hands behind your head. And then you lift up a little bit and scoot your ribs up and back. So kind of like you were a little inchworm scooting back a little bit. And then lay yourself down. Arms by your sides. Just feel the weight of your body on the ground. And then what you're going to do here is you're just going to start with the sacral rock. The same thing we did standing. So let's just curl the pelvis under us and then tip the pelvis away. Can you do this motion so that it's just the pelvis moving and not the whole body? Can we isolate that motion down in the pelvis? Maybe, maybe not. That's what we're going to try. So we can get mobility in an area that tends to be stuck for a lot of us too. Sacrum, low back, right? Do a couple more. Nice sacral pelvic rocks here. Focusing on just moving that pelvis versus the whole back. Okay, the next time the pelvis curls under you, you're going to exaggerate it a little more. You're going to press your low back into the floor and imagine you could maybe pick up your tailbone. And then you're going to roll back down. So it's very, very small. So I'm curling my pelvis under me. My back goes flush to the mat. And I try just to think about picking up my tailbone, curling my tailbone up. And then I just let it go. So it's not a big motion. My back stays on the ground. A couple more, but what you'll feel, hopefully, kick on is your low abdominals. And release. Do 2 more. Curl. Use your exhale as you curl. Release. 1 more time. Curl. Try to get your tailbone to lift up off the floor. The back is going to go push into the ground as you do that. And then release. All right. From here, you're going to curl the pelvis under you a little bit. So your back is touching the ground. We're not in an arch. We're going to scooch our legs a little closer together. You're going to bring one leg up to tabletop and then the other leg up to tabletop. Bring your legs together so they're one leg. If for any reason having the legs in tabletop bothers your low back, you can keep them on the ground, okay? You're going to interlace your hands and place them behind the base of the head. Now in this position, guys, I just want to make sure that you know that your low back is flush to the mat. It's not arched. So you can always bring your legs in closer towards you as well. So from here, we're going to lift the upper body off the ground. So you're taking an inhale. Exhale, lift head and shoulders up, away from the ground. Deep exhale. Inhale, you go back down. Exhale up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the ground. You're lifting from your core, from your abdominals. Make sure the head is relaxed in your hands. Inhale, back down. 3 more. We lift up. lower down. Beautiful. Use your breath. Exhale. Inhale down. This time you exhale, let's stay up. So we exhale, we're up in our head floats. We start some little taps. Take one toe down towards the floor and then the other. So my legs are going to tap down, but my back doesn't move. My back is going to stay flush to the mat and my pelvis is still. It's just my legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, hopefully feeling those abdominals, and 1. Bring the legs together, hug the knees into your chest, roll the head down. One hand on each knee. Give me some knee circles here. 1, so circling those leg bones in the pelvis. 2, nice massage for your hips. Go the other way. Circling within your pelvis. Feel the leg bones inside the hips. 1 more. Good. And then right leg down, left leg down. Bring your legs all the way together so they're one leg. Take your arms to a cactus shape. So back of my palms are on the floor, shoulders are on the floor, and then the elbows reach away. So I want you to feel like your upper back is taking up space on the mat. And then in this position, let's draw our low backs to the mat as well. So we're imprinted into the floor. From here, we're going to inhale, take the legs over to the right. And just be careful that you didn't arch your back. Can you keep that pelvis curled under you as you go into rotation? And then come back to the center, bringing the back into the floor. Inhale, we go to the left. The legs sway to the left. Exhale, bring yourself back to center. Make sure that the back stays long. Inhale over. Exhale back. Inhale over. Exhale back. 2 more. Keeping the pelvis under you as you add the sway. Maybe feeling a stretch in your chest or your waist. 1 more. Beautiful. Come back to center. Pause. Take your arms long by your side. Separate your feet. Thumbs face up again. So thumbs are up. Arms press down into the floor. Feet press down into the floor. Lift your pelvis up off the mat. And think about your pubic bone lifting up. Feel your feet on the ground. Can you pull your heels towards you? Can you reach your thigh bones away from you? And can you become aware of those inner thighs? Can you imagine that there's magnets in between on either side of the knees and they're magnetizing towards one another? Take another breath here. The arms are working, the legs are working. Inhale, and on your exhale, keep your legs working and start to curl and roll down through the spine. So I'm still working through my legs as I articulate my spine down to the mat. Woo. All the way down. Relax the pelvis at the bottom. Inhale. And exhale. Up you go. Pushing down to lift up. Back of the arms. Pubic bone lifts up to the sky. Keep your legs working. Keep those thighs reaching forward as you roll down through your spine. Articulating your spine all the way down. Curl, 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 curl. Through that curl we learned today. And then release. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Feet press down. Pubic bone, hips lift up. Arms press down. Mid-back is active. Take a big inhale. Exhale all the way down, rolling down. Take your time. Can you exhale the whole entire time down? Maybe, maybe not. One more time. We inhale here. Arms press, feet press. We exhale up. Press the ground away. Lifting your pubic bone. Big inhale, fill up the body. Exhale, roll down. When you come to the bottom, pause. Bring your hands up, interlace them. One more core exercise here. Bring your hands behind your head. Bring your back flush to the mat. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, left leg up. Good. All right. Now we're going to head float up as well. So lift your head and shoulders up. We're going to take that curl that we learned and we're going to put it into a little more of a challenge here. Excuse me. So you're going to think about curling your tailbone away from the mat. Curl the pelvis under you. Then the knees will come a little closer to your face and then release and let the pelvis go back down. So we do a little pelvic curl. Can you curl the pelvis under you? Curl, curl, curl. Maybe the tailbone lifts off and then roll back down. It's like a reverse roll down. We curl, like when we tucked our chin to our chest, we're curling the tailbone under first. And then you go back down, hopefully finding those low abdominals. Make sure you do it from the pelvis. Can you curl the pelvis under? That brings the legs closer, not by throwing the legs up. And then back down. Do two more. Curl tailbone under. Find that low belly and the stretch of the back. Woo! And release. Last time, curl. Curl, curl. And then release. Hands behind your thighs. Use your legs. Give yourself a push to come up. You can always, yeah, a couple pushes sometimes. All right, let's go to hands and knees a little bit. Let's do a few cat-cows and then a variation on a plank, okay? So hands are underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. You're going to take an inhale. Make sure everyone got orientated here. On your exhale, you're just going to round your back. Round up. Push the ground away with your hands. Push away with your shins. Rounding, rounding, rounding. Find the hollowing of the belly here. Inhale, let it go. Roll through. Let your spine stretch forward. Exhale, round. Hollow the belly. Inhale, let the belly soften. Stretch through. One more time, we exhale, round. Push the ground away. Push the ground away with your shins, with your hands. And then inhale, relax the spine forward and through. And then let's go to neutral. So we have some, we're going to come down to forearms today. So come down to your forearms. And you have some options here. You can go, let's all start with half plank actually. So you're going to slide your shins back a little bit until you come to a half plank position. I want to push the ground away with my forearms and I want to lift up through the belly. Okay? And just hold that. This is a lot of work just as it is. Hollowing out the belly, creating a little bit of a hollow body shape. And if you want to just stay here, great. Or you can tuck your toes under and lift your knees off and go into a full half plank, but it's a lot more challenging. But either one, you have the benefits. 3 more breaths. 1 more breath. Lower the knees down, wide knees. Sit back, little child's pose. Stretch those arms forward. If that's hard on your shoulders, you can bring the arms wider. Try to crawl your fingers forward away from your shoulders. Forehead's on the ground. Take a few breaths. Let's walk our hands a little bit to the right, crawling that left hand a little more to the right, taking a side stretch. Hips can lift a little bit here. And then crawl the other way, lifting the hips a little higher so you get more of a stretch in your ribs. And crawl the other way, crawl the right hand to the left. And then come back to center, crawl hands forward again, rest your forehead on the ground. Can you lift your wrists off the ground? Lift your hips up a little higher so we get a little extension through our upper back. And then softly come back towards your heels. We roll up. Just find a little comfortable seat. So you might want to sit on your blanket. We're going to do one more little side stretch each side, and then we're done. So you can sit up on a blanket if you want, any kind of cross-legged position. Hopefully that works. Yeah, or a pillow. Okay, great. So bringing the right arm up, stretch up. Let's lift up. Pick me, get your shoulders up, and then side bend. I'm bending my left elbow. That's actually my right elbow, but your left elbow to help me get over. And I'm coming up. Bring your other arm up. It comes. Try to get it by your ear and then reach up so we get this space to open. And then I side bend. I'm going to bend my other elbow to pull me over to the side. And then just come back up. Find center. Turn your palms. Reach out your fingers. Start to reach the fingers away from you. Let's inhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And then exhale. We'll exhale out the mouth like we were blowing out a straw. We'll do two more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as if you were exhaling out a straw. Last one. Inhale. And close the eyes. Rest your hands, one hand on the belly, one hand on your heart. Noticing heat, pulsation, maybe warmth, a little bit of an aliveness, hopefully. Just acknowledge yourself for your efforts. And may your efforts of self-care benefit those around you and the world at large. And I thank you guys for coming today. Thank you. Good work. Good work, team.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll come back for, let me try to stop that. Welcome back. Make sure you have a cushion. You can sit in a chair against the wall. Ideally, we just as a reminder, we want the cushion to be where the thighs are lower than the hips, so make sure it's hard enough that that's the case. And again, you can be against the wall or on a chair, however you want to be. Let's check on one person here. Okay. All right, we're back for a little breathing and some meditation. So today we're going to revisit our alternate nostril breathing. But first, as always, we just want to settle in, arrive, get comfortable. So just go ahead and close your eyes. And those of you who've taken class, you're kind of already warm, the body is open. If you're just joining, welcome. But just to start to come back to this moment, this time, this body. Allow yourself to feel weight in the legs and the pelvis. Let yourself drop downward. Notice any sounds in the space that you are in. Or maybe outside of your space. Notice any sound. Notice temperature. Is it cool or warm? Notice the clothes on your body. How they touch the body. Are they snug? Are they loose? Are they warm? And notice any overall arcing feeling or mood. Any recurring thought. And then bring your awareness and attention to your breath. You find the breath in the body. Is it in the belly? Is it in the chest? Maybe the shoulders. See if you can locate your breath. And just stay with that for a moment, that location of your breath in your body. And then you can just open your eyes. And we're going to cover, you can just take your thumb and close your right nostril. Okay? And I guess I'm opposite you, so I'll vary you. I'll close my left, but you're going to close your right. Okay, you're going to just do it with your either middle finger or thumb is fine, okay? And I'm going to breathe. We're going to do a 3 count inhale through the left nostril. So we're going to breathe in 3, we're going to hold it, and then we're going to breathe out 3. Okay, so we're going to inhale, 1, 2, 3. Let's close both nostrils. 3. We're going to release the left nostril again, breathe out. 1, 2, 3. And then close, hold it. 1, 2, 3. Same side, let's inhale. 1, 2, 3. Close. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Release. 1, 2, 3. Close. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Release the hand. Just go ahead and take a moment. Maybe close your eyes. Breathe through both nostrils. Notice how that feels. Does one side feel more open than the other? And we'll open the eyes. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to close. You can use your thumb and your middle finger. That's helpful. Or you can use your index finger. Actually, thumb and middle is better. Okay, so we're going to close your other nostril. And we're going to do 3 counts in on the right side. So you're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Release the hand. Release the hold. Bring your arms down by your sides. Close the eyes. Feel the breath coming in and out through both nostrils. Now we're going to breathe in and out with both nostrils with that same idea, but we're going to use both nostrils. So keep the eyes closed. We're going to do a 3 count. So it's a 3 count in. We hold the breath for 3. We breathe out for 3. and you hold the breath out, so no breath for 3. And we'll do quite a few rounds, and I'll let you practice a little bit on your own. We're going to really try to focus on both. The breath will always be through the nose, nasal breathing, okay? So easy body, we stay as relaxed as possible. Just close your eyes. We can take an inward approach. And starting to breathe in through the nose, we inhale for 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, no breath, 1, 2, 3, inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, hold out, 1, 2, 3. One more round with me. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, hold out, 1, 2, 3. Continue 5 more rounds on your own timing. 3, 3, 3. Try to stay very relaxed on the hold. Just a suspension of the breath. Finishing up your last round. Wherever you're at, just finishing up. And when you finish that round, take your time. If you're still going, just rest back into your breath. Let your breath come and go in its natural state, without control, without forcing, just feeling. And can you find your breath in your body? Where is it? And then we'll move into some quiet awareness, presence awareness of our breath. No longer controlling our breath, we're going to observe our body breathing and staying focused on this moment through the action of paying attention to our breath and what arises. Sometimes emotions arise, feelings arise, thoughts arise. We let those arise, we notice them, and we bring ourselves back to focusing just right there on the breath. So bring your full attention to that place right above the top of your lip, right below the nostril. You feel relaxed but easy and open and tall in the body. And you'll notice that as you breathe in, as air comes in through the nose, it's cool. As it comes through, passes back to the back of the throat. And you may notice that as the air leaves the body, comes back up through the back of the throat, out through the nostrils, it's a little warmer. And as we sit, it's very often that our minds will start to take us off on a thought or a fantasy, something, our to-do list. And again, just notice the thought, notice the fantasy, and then bring yourself back. And that's just what the mind does. And if it's helpful, we can say to ourselves, breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I rest in this moment. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out in the here and now. Simple act of observing my breath. Calming the mind. Relaxing the face. The body that the answer needs to make an adjustment. If you notice that adjustment, actually maybe make it, and then come back to a sense of stillness and observing the breath. Or sitting there, or more than the face, the eyes, and the breath. The sounds that pulled away. Notice what pulled you away, and begin again. in, I know I'm breathing. Breathing out, the rest in here and now. Just know that the three arriving, arriving, arriving. Start to deepen your breath. Actively pulling in breath. And letting it go. A couple more like that. Just actively breathing down into your belly. And letting it go. And then a big breath. Inhale. And let it go. Put hands along your thighs. And put our hands together. Keeping your eyes closed. And your moment to get complete between your fingers. And the palms of the hands. A little bit longer. Rub, rub, rub. And take the feet, maybe you have to rub a little longer, it's a little chilly, gotta get our hands warmed up. And then just go ahead and give yourself a little face wash. Washing the feet, a little warmth over the face and down the neck a few times. Do 2 more times. Washing over the face and down the neck. And then 1 more time, washing over the face and then down the neck. And then place your hands, both hands, on your heart. And nod your head towards your heart in recognition of your heart. Maybe listen more to our heart. Let our heart lead us. And I thank you for joining this afternoon. May the rest of your day be wonderful. And here we go. Thank you.
Thank you. That was really lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.